When I think about yesterday, my oh my, my oh my, a kiss and so I did.
Behind us you can see Jembatan Merah, which is in English the Red Bridge, and Fina maybe can and it's an important part of the Indonesian struggle for independence, the Red Bridge. Can you explain a bit about it in Indonesian, for example?
Teman-teman, saat ini kami berada di Jembatan Merah Surabaya, di mana yang seperti kalian tahu bahwa Jembatan Merah adalah tempat yang sangat bersejarah sekali, karena di mana pada saat itu pahlawan-pahlawan itu menumpahkan darahnya ketika peperangan ya. So sangat bersejarah sekali dan kami sangat bahagia bisa berada di sini.
Well, that's right, yes, it's an important part of the Indonesian struggle for independence. Was it 1947?
Maybe.
Yeah, and I'm not entirely sure of the history, because the basic story is that it was occupied by the Japanese during the Second World War. Now, when the Japanese were defeated at, with the atom bomb and so on, the Dutch were not able to take it back, so I think they asked for help from the British.
Yeah.
And the British were involved in that as well as the Dutch, and that was the scene of quite a few people were killed, I think.
Yes, betul ya. So teman-teman, kami akan mengajak kalian lagi di tempat sangat bersejarah Surabaya, dan Surabaya itu sendiri artinya Sura dan Baya. Baya adalah crocodile, buaya ya. So teman-teman, yuk kita jalan lagi dan ikuti terus The Adventure of Fina and Sam.
Bye! This is the Red Bridge, of course, suitably bedecked in red paint, and this is, as I say, one of the major sites of the Indonesian struggle for independence. And over there seems to be the Chinese quarter.
When I think about yesterday.
Right, well, we're now sitting in a cafe because it is, to me, a very high temperature. It is, we've just checked it, Judy's just checked it, it's 32 degrees Celsius, which is not, you might think, really hot, but I mean, it's constant, it's always warm. Warm at night, warm in the daytime, warm in December, warm in March. And so you never get a respite from the heat. But it was a very interesting journey today through the kind of the old town, which was, particularly important in history when, in 1945, when the Japanese surrendered in Japan, the Indonesians, of course, seized their chance. The Dutch wanted to come back, but the Indonesians saw it as their great opportunity to achieve independence, and therefore shortly after the victory of the Allies in Japan, they declared their independence, and there was a big fight, a big battle on that bridge that we saw earlier on. What do you think, and what do you think?
Ya, teman-teman, hari ini kami melihat kota tua ya, peninggalan VOC, dan kebetulan saudara saya Yuli ini dia yang membawa kami. Gimana Yul?
Hai, senang sekali ya hari ini bisa nunjukin kota-kota tua di Surabaya ya. Kapan lagi gitu ya. Meskipun udaranya hari ini luar biasa panas banget ya.
Iya.
Di 32 derajat
ya betul. So teman-teman yang kalian berada di Inggris, jangan pernah mengeluh bahwa cuaca selalu dingin. Karena ketika dalam keadaan panas begini, betul-betul ya, kita tuh luar biasa kepanasan banget. Dan saya sendiri udah nggak tahan, bergalon-galon minuman ya, kita minum terus. So teman-teman, ikuti terus adventure kami, dan kalian bisa terus ikuti the adventure of Fina and Urin. Yuk kita jalan lagi.
Hi.
Here we are. Tim is walking in the really hot of the sun. Sun is 32 degrees, and here he is.
Fortunately, there is a bit of a canopy here with some flowers.
Enggak.
Because, as I've mentioned before, it is very warm.
Terus?
Apparently, Yudi said earlier on it's about 32 degrees, but it's 32 degrees basically all the time here. Night and day, 365 or 366 days per year. And therefore, it can get a bit overpowering, I think. But of course, if you have money, you can afford aircon, and that is, I suppose, an essential part of life here. Like I said, if you can afford it. It is a marvellous monument, a very nice kind of park here.
A kiss, and so I did.
We are in Surabaya, which is the capital city of East Java. It's so vibrant in the night. We are in Tunjungan. It's just amazing. The city never sleeps.
So we are now in front of the statue of the first president of Indonesia, Sukarno, President Sukarno, and his deputy Muhammad Hatta. And just behind us, behind there, is the kind of the monument to the independence, because of course this city did play an important part in the struggle for independence from, first of all, the Dutch, and for a very short period the British, and then the Japanese. Okay, Finaku.
Ya, so teman-teman ya, sudah kami perlihatkan kepada kalian semuanya bagaimana Surabaya dan cerita-ceritanya juga. Tentu saja kami agak sedikit kepanasan, bukan sebenarnya sangat kepanasan. Jadi mungkin nggak bisa lama-lama, dan pula kita berterima kasih sekali kepada kosen saya dan Yuli yang sudah membawa kami. Dan gimana kesannya Yuli? Terus gimana bisa tinggal di sini dengan cuaca yang panas? Udah terbiasa atau gimana?
Terbiasa sih ya. Jadi nggak ada apa ya.
You get used to it.
Ya, hari-hari kan seperti ini ya.
Oh.
Jadi,
Every day, there's no option. You have heat, and you have to endure the heat.
So teman-teman, terima kasih untuk kalian yang sudah mengikuti The Adventure of Fina and Tim. Jangan lupa thumbs up-nya dan komennya juga ya. Yuk, sampai ketemu lagi secepatnya. Take care. Bye.
Bye.